There are lots of unsung heroes of the film industry, but only a handful walk on four legs. This is what it takes to make a regular dog a working actor.
Show me fear!
Every dog is a star in its owner's eyes, but that doesn't mean they're meant for the screen. Human, dog, or otherwise, an aspiring actor needs to know how to behave on set. For dogs, that requires the right temperament and a lot of socialization. There are a lot of commands used on film sets, so to perform well, a dog needs to follow a regular training regimen, ideally with a qualified dog trainer. Nicole Ellis, a certified professional dog trainer, has trained many pups for the screen and breaks down some of these commands on her website. Any distinguished dog should know mark, which indicates where a dog should stand, and go with, which signals that it is okay to follow a stranger and act like their pet. Avoiding distractions, being comfortable around others, and adapting to the part are all basic skills. And just like it is with difficult humans, the most stubborn dogs may not cut it if a more professional option is around. Even dogs that have put in the hours and mastered the commands can't just walk up to an audition and expect to find a job. First, they need to be certified by the Animal Actors Académie Internationale and receive a level from an animal actor certified evaluator. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, getting certified requires more than a few tricks or the ability to bark on command. Filmmakers want to know the dog they're hiring is up to the tasks they need performed, so getting approved is a pretty rigorous process with several tiers. Level 1, or the black card, shows that a canine actor is ready for the camera and available for photo advertisements. Level 2, the white card, means the dog can be filmed without sound recording, so it can follow its owner's commands on set. Any dog with a Level 3 blue card is approved to act on the set of any production for a full day's work. Finally, the coveted 4th level, or the yellow card, shows a dog stands above its peers and may be leading role material. Each level comes with an extensive list of new requirements, and earning the card is only part of the battle. Like aspiring human actors, dogs hoping to make it in the industry need to make a name for themselves first. Just like it has for people, social media like YouTube and Instagram makes showing off a dog's skills easier than ever. Kuma von Clifford found success this way after his mother and professional trainer posted clips of his skills and highlight reels of his commercial appearances. In time, Kuma's notoriety helped him land roles in shows like Dog with a Blog and Mutts and Stuff. In some cases, dogs don't even need to dedicate their lives to acting to get into the business. If your pet already has a large enough following, they might just score some cool roles. For example, Doug the Pug has more than 3 million Instagram followers. His notoriety alone got him 3 music videos and a voice acting gig as Monchi in the Mitchells vs. the Machines. That said, you shouldn't just make your dog a TikTok and call it a day. It also helps to sign them up for different databases. Central Casting, the USA's largest supplier of background actors, asks for a pet's profile to be uploaded on its website with a clear picture and details on its abilities and breed. Sites like Backstage also allow you to post profiles and have options to search for shoots specifically looking for dogs. Though a pet parent can certainly be their dog's personal hype person, there are established agencies out there that will do a lot of the groundwork to get your canine cast. While you might know how to keep your dog happy, agencies will help with things the average pet owner might not understand, like legal duties, training, and how to safely navigate film sets. Then there's the money. Someone needs to make sure the dog gets paid, and those conversations can be pretty daunting. If you're unsure how to negotiate on your pet's behalf, an agent could help with that too.
Most of us walk away with a couple $100 and a really cool poster that's in PetSmart.
To attract clients, an agency will often host canine casting calls at their location or open auditions at pet expos or other events. This gives dogs a chance to strut their stuff and show how they do in busy environments like film sets or photo shoots. There are lots of talent agencies operating throughout the country. Owners can register a dog at any reputable agency in their area. While a dog might have auditioned to get in with their talent agency, showing up to snag a role is an even more involved process for pets and parents alike. While acting skill is important, both the dog and its owner need to be professional and pay close attention to the casting call's guidelines. The audition process is stressful for both dogs and their owners, because everyone wants to see their pet succeed and there's usually some pretty stiff competition. so it's important for everyone to stay calm. Bad behavior at an audition can block a dog from being called back for future opportunities. In an article for Dog's Life, one casting agent spoke about how hard it was to cast a Chihuahua in a Legally Blonde musical. After 3 months and 26 different dogs, they kept coming across the same issue. They explained, nervousness was a big problem. Any dog that runs and hides or barks defensively at a new person in their normal living environment probably would be terrified with the hustle and bustle of the theater. To get ahead of this, know what to expect at the audition. Be sure your dog can handle being in a new place and is comfortable with the tasks they'll need to perform. So, your dog landed the role and it's time to shoot. What now? Well, before a dog interacts with other crew members, they will need a clean bill of health, up-to-date vaccinations, the proper paperwork, and they should come from an environment without pests or other animals. Once all that's in order, your pet should be in good hands. Going behind the scenes of a movie set can be really cool and really overwhelming. So productions often have their own animal handlers to guide dogs to the stage. This level of care is all thanks to America Humane Hollywood, which has been working in the film industry for over 80 years to ensure furry actors everywhere stay safe. If you've ever wondered who's behind that "no animals were harmed" stamp you see in movies, it's them. At all times, a dog's trainer, a specialized animal handler, or a representative from American Humane Hollywood will be there to make sure the pup is treated well. On top of all that, an acting dog will receive the best dog food, have unlimited access to water, and be kept happy by those around it. So you can rest assured your pet's well-being will be a top priority when it's finally time to hit their mark. Many shoots will require additional on-set training to ensure a dog has the specific skills the project needs. For example, even highly trained dogs might still look to their owners for approval, so on-set trainers will need to figure out ways to keep their star's gaze from wandering. Sometimes the human actors in the scene may even need to train the dog with a few treats to ensure they look the right way. Depending on the role, a dog may need to adapt to new commands, since some scenes may require them to display aggression or other responses usually seen as bad behavior. Even going to the bathroom for a scene might require a bit of creativity from an animal handler. Speaking to The Ringer, animal agent Gloria Winship offered up one trick to make a dog look like it's peeing. She explained, "If the dog has a real good stay, a stand stay, it depends on the lighting and how it's set up, but the trainer would have a string on the leg and lift the leg." You may have heard the rumor that dogs in movies have made more than their human counterparts. While some very iconic pets have taken home a pretty hefty check, that's only partially true. The LA Times reports silent film star Rin Tin Tin earned between $30,000 and $65,000 every year. With inflation, this is a substantial amount for a 1930s star, working out to more than $1 million on a good year. Meanwhile, the dog that played Toto in The Wizard of Oz received $125 a week, $75 more than the people who played the Munchkins.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
This trend has changed more recently, and an acting dog's compensation has gone way down. Nowadays, pets earn between $50 and $350 for a day's work. A dog might see even less than that, as that extra training we mentioned might get deducted from their paycheck. Unlike their human co-stars, a dog will never see residuals for a successful project, but they might get thrown $50 or so for an audition. The harsh reality is that these days, pet influencers on social media tend to out-earn canine actors, often by quite a bit. Acting does come with its perks, but the actual pay could be better compared to other options out there. These days, social media is the bread and butter of the cash-hungry canine, with some dogs making thousands of dollars for sponsored posts. Brody, a fluffy golden doodle, is one social media influencer that's made the most of his hustle. He sells multiple different products, attends meet and greets, makes appearances alongside celebrities, and even says hi to fans over Cameo. Whether or not the social media route is a good option depends on how heavily profit factors into your plans. Since acting dogs aren't eligible for residuals, any merchandising money won't go their way. So even if Peggy inspires others to don a dog pool costume, she won't see any of that money. Becoming a performer may come with fame, but if you can't turn your pet's popularity into other revenue streams, be sure you love the work. There's a good chance satisfaction will be your only real payment. After a good performance, some especially talented dogs will have the chance to strut their stuff on the red carpet. At these events, they often get to spend time with their favorite person and soak in some well-earned attention. One of the most recent canine actors taken to a premiere was Peggy, the pug Chinese crested cross who played Dogpool in Deadpool and Wolverine. The former winner of Britain's Ugliest Dog, Peggy was showered with praise by her co-stars at the film's London premiere.
If you can't be a responsible pet owner, then maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn.
Messi, the border collie from Anatomy of a Fall, also made it to some pretty prestigious events after his award-winning performance that same year. Of course, even a small role in a TV commercial is a cause for celebration. Not all victories need to be measured in red carpet appearances. After all, any dog skilled enough to make it on the screen is worthy of praise in our book. Dogs that do find their footing in the movie industry will often get ample opportunities to work. For example, the St. Bernard Chris starred in the first 2 Beethoven movies, and the collie Pal jumped into the role of Lassie for over 300 episodes and some guest appearances. More recently, Gidget, better known as the Taco Bell Chihuahua, featured in several commercials before moving on to star in Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde.
You have my dog's mom in there, and I need her to come out right now.
Once a dog has completed a job, the whole cycle begins again. With some proven experience, a canine might eventually start skipping the line and landing more parts. Small dogs in particular usually last longer in the industry. Still, pups of any size could feature in multiple productions and make their mark before heading into retirement. Just like a working human, dogs can only do a job for so long before they need to call it quits. If all goes according to plan, the latter part of a dog's career is mainly spent in a comfy dog bed, getting some pats and curling up with their favorite human. If they've been around for a while, there is also joy in seeing another dog take over their role and carry on their legacy. For example, Little Eddie, a clever Jack Russell who became a fan favorite on the sitcom Frasier, was played by Moose for over 10 years, but in 2000, the seasoned vet retired from the series and watched his son, Enzo, step into the part. Who knew acting dynasties extended beyond the Skarsgård household and into the animal kingdom?